Coach Julia here. Okay, we're going to talk about the idea of horizontal displacement today. This might be a new concept to some of you. We're going to talk about what it is, what potential issues it causes, and how to fix it. Horizontal displacement is the horizontal movement of the bar out of an ideal bar path. So if you've never looked at the diagram of a bar path before, it starts off on the ground. The bar is going to come in towards the body. As it gets to the power position, we're going to see a little bit of movement forward, but that's because it's getting around your chest as opposed to being pushed forward. And then it comes back on top and kind of candy canes backwards. That's a more dramatic backward movement in the snatch than it is in the clean. But again, in general, it has kind of an S curve. It comes in, it goes out around the torso just a little bit, and then it comes back on top. A lot of times, the way in which an athlete brings a bar to the body, or rather doesn't bring the bar to the body and moves the body to the bar, will move that bar out away from its trajectory, create a greater S here, and then that becomes really hard to bring back into the appropriate finishing position. A few potential pitfalls of that horizontal displacement. One, you miss the lift in front of you. Two, you have to jump forward to make the lift. Three, the bar goes forward and you pull so hard with your arms to bring it back behind you that you actually end up missing it behind you. Four, a little less common, bar goes forward. Your body feels that the system is off balance, system being the relationship between you and the bar. So in order to bring the bar back into the required position, you're going to push backwards with the legs as opposed to pushing straight down, and you actually end up jumping back a little bit. Again, none of these issues are ideal. Some of them you can still make the lift with, some of them you can't. So the reason that horizontal displacement happens is how you're getting the bar to the power position. And generally, I see a few things. One, you're getting onto the toes early and scooping the hips forward towards the bar and ending up with your shoulders behind it. Or two, you're too far over the bar, your legs are too straight, and now you've loaded just the hip, which turns the movement into kind of a kettlebell swinging action instead of a jump. What we want is a really balanced engagement of both the hips and the quads, so that as you get into that power position, we can extend up with equal force in hip and knee extension, like this. So if you're starting to rework this, go slow. Start with an empty bar, start with lightweight. Make sure that you can pattern getting into that power position correctly, right? That you're not too far over it with the legs too straight, or that you're not rushing to get the hip to the bar and getting your shoulder behind it too early. Then start to add speed, right? Movement first. We want to make sure that the way you are getting into the required positions is correct. Then we want to be able to get there faster and accelerate at the right time. And then we're going to start to add more and more load to it. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. Subscribe. New content comes out every Tuesday. Find me on Instagram for even more knowledge bombs. See you next time.